All right, so we got class number 2. Ooh, Streamer University!
Time for class, man. What up?
Yo! Wait, what's the segment called? How to grow as a streamer? Hey, I had a segment like this before. Talk to me, agent.
Time for class, man.
Because as a small streamer, you're a growing man saying that. I don't care.
Get off the board.
I'm not gonna lie though, as a small streamer, everything is useful, bro. All knowledge is useful as a small streamer, no matter how long you've been doing it for. If it ain't working, something ain't working, something you gotta change it.
And if you just came in, take a seat.
Smallest of the smallest.
You guys really want to
It
learn.
is what it is, gang. You start somewhere, don't you?
I hope you guys take something away from this. So look, today's class is gonna be dope. I'm really excited because we learned so.
Oh, that nigga's hating. That shit rage bait. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, why would I feel some type of way by saying I'm the smallest of the smaller streamer? If I'm so small, I would not have came across your For You page and you would not have tapped in and say what you try to say to give me the rage bait. You get what I'm saying? You the method, bro. And I will succeed. I will be the next Hokage. I will be the next big streamer. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, let me get back into my Asian video game.
Content, and rarely do you get a chance to share it. We all have learned something from the videos that we've created. So I'm gonna share what I've learned. At any point, you guys can also try and share what you've learned. Take something away from what I'm going to say. There's gonna be some gems that's gonna help you elevate your content, no matter what type of content you do, okay? Type of I am, man. I like to start my classes with a little pop quiz. With a pop quiz, man. So we're gonna pass around some papers and just.
Oh, this nigga Asian, he wanted them. He a pop quiz ass
honestly,
nigga, bro.
It's okay if you're wrong. We're gonna help answer some of those questions by the end of this class.
Yeah, I want to answer
just
this.
So you guys can see the pop quiz. It's pretty simple. What is the best stream camera? The minimum viewers to stream full time. Most important metric for YouTube. Most important metric for Twitch. Simple. You guys got 30 seconds.
Alright, bet, chat. I ain't gonna lie to you. We finna answer this shit right now. What is the best streaming camera? Are they talking overall, like, best streaming camera to IRL or like just overall stream? Like, oh shit. I'm not too good with my cameras, but I do know the Sony A1 is actually pretty good. That's actually a pretty good camera, but I don't know if it's supposed to be for IRL stream. But if I'm gonna just say Samsung since it's sponsored by T-Mobile, you get what I'm saying? I'm gonna go Samsung on the first one. To go full time, minimum streamers to be full time, I'm gonna have to say 50. I'm gonna say 50 should be a withstandable number to hold your own to go full time. If that is with the ad revenues and all the other stuff, I'm gonna say 50. I'm gonna say 50 on this one. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I must have missed he must have said something last class. I must have missed it. But what's the most important metric for YouTube? For somebody that already do content for YouTube is watch time. Watch time is very important. I don't know if y'all be seeing people that make POV car channels, like Quan, for instance. A lot of people go to sleep for some reason to car videos. A lot of people like cars enough where they sit down and watch a full POV video. You get what I'm saying? So people got they things that they like. Most important metric for Twitch. Oh, I don't even know this one. Most important metric for Twitch. Concurrent viewers, active chatters, average viewers during duration, first time. I would say active viewers. I'm gonna say active viewers. I'm gonna go B. Let's see if we get these right.
Most important
4
metric for
questions.
Twitch. Simple. You guys got 30 seconds.
Let's see if I get it right, chat.
Hey, man. Did you come to Streamer University to learn, or did you come here to socialize?
I'm gonna say.
You're wrong.
No, I'm not. DCBB.
You're wrong.
That's Ryan's DCBB.
You're wrong.
It's DCBB.
Holy smokes, every answer was wrong. Every single one, you're 0 4. On God, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So look, for the pop quiz,
Let's see.
on question 1, if you wrote A, Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, you are correct.
Hey! I ain't gonna lie, chat. I ain't gonna lie. Nigga do be paying attention. Be doing my research on my own as well. So, yes, sir.
You are 100% correct.
We got A right, chat.
If you do phone streams, it is
IRL for the phone stream.
Sony A9 is a
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Ray saying hell no. It all depends on if you got the money. At the money, you know what I'm saying. If you want to spend a couple bands on that Sony, go ahead and spend that Sony. But if you got that Sony money, but if you going, you know what I'm saying, casually, you know what I'm saying, want to start the IRL streaming, and the Galaxy Pixel phone is good.
You wrote the Sony A9. That is a photography camera that from 5 years ago, my nigga. It's a $6,000 photography camera. It is not the best for streaming. For B, if you wrote B, you are correct. If you wrote B,
B was 50. I think B was 50 though. B was 50.
50 is the minimum viewers if you want to do it full time.
Dude,
You just have to optimize the 50.
we got 2 right.
So just because your viewership is not sky high doesn't mean it's not possible to do it full time. It just means you have to optimize the 50. For question number 3, if you wrote C, watch time is the most important metric, you are correct.
Like I said, chat, I be doing my research on my own. I ain't gonna lie, this is very good, valuable information, agent. I want to.
That's law, YouTube law. Watch time is king.
Watch time is most important, like I said, about the people that got POV channels and stuff like that. That is very key. Very key.
4.
And this number 4 is, I actually want to know what the answer is.
Concurrent viewers A, you are correct.
Wait, A?
4. If you wrote concurrent viewers A, you are correct. All right, so yo, pay attention.
Wait. Concurrent viewers? And not active chatters?
It just means you have to optimize depending cameras. It just means you have to optimize the 50. For question number 3, if you wrote law, watch time is king. 4, if you wrote concurrent viewers A, you are correct.
I want to know why. I want to, wait.
All right, so yo,
Concurrent viewers? I must have wrote the wrong answer now. I got it wrong.
Some basics because there's gonna be some smaller streamers in here, but it's gonna be a lot of stuff that's not basic. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask. I'll call you when I have a chance. Depending on your budget, okay? I want to say you can stream with anything. You can do a desktop stream with a fucking laptop webcam. On God, it doesn't matter, bro. Many of the biggest streamers from like Aiden, Kai, they all use simple cameras. Just like it could be grainy shit. It doesn't matter. People do not value quality when it comes to, if you stream in 4K, you won't get a single additional viewer as a result. I really want to clarify that because some people feel like the tech is what holds them back. If you're at a $1,000 budget, the S25 Ultra is the best. I think it's a little more than 1,000, but for a $1,000 budget, for a 2.5, it's gonna be this.
Oh, let me actually write this camera. Let me write this shit down. Dead ass, because I've been needing names of these cameras and stuff like that. This is valuable information. Best cam, mind you. The crazy thing about it, chat, this shit was all free game. Like, Agent did not have to do this. A lot of people don't even want to do this because it's exposing a game of streaming. But it's like at the same time, bro, you knew. Sometimes sharing that information go a long way, man. And like I said, for Kai Cenat even doing something like this, bringing big streamers together, small streamers together, and living like just living life and seeing what it's like to to do content, bro, you gotta be at like a whole different headspace after leaving this event. Dead ass. Like everybody say, do not go home being the same nigga you was after you went to Streamer University. Your life completely has changed, in my opinion. The only person life that did not change from Streamer University is the girl that called that one girl ugly. She fucked her bag up. If I was casting that, she would have got kicked off camp game. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, bro, everybody got an opportunity to go up after this, bro.
This live view backpack, it molds together different connections so that you have a stronger overall connection. It's more expensive, but you can connect it to a bigger body camera. So the overall price is gonna be a little bit higher, but it's going to be worth it. Now, if you're a big streamer, there's no reason why you don't get this one. I don't know how new it is because we just got it 4 months ago, but it's cracked. Like, it's prioritized data. I don't lag, basically, and it's so hard for me to lag. It's very hard, especially if you do a lot of IRLs. If you do desktop and gaming, obviously this stuff isn't required. I'm telling you, bro, I had a couple large streamers ask me yesterday whether 30,000 was a worthwhile purchase. It's your job, right?
Exactly. And if you're gonna spend your money on this equipment, it's a tax write-off. So why would you, if you really invest in IRL content, fuck it. Nigga, buy that 30K. Spend that 30K for that bag. And then you write that shit off. You gonna make that shit back on the content that you already, you know what I'm saying? You gonna make that shit back on the content.
So like we spend money on dumber things. Ray, for example, bought a Supra for $50,000. You get what I'm saying?
Yo.
So if you could buy a Supra for $50,000, you could buy this bag for $30,000. Feel me? I got an apartment for absolutely no reason, just to see if I'd like it. So keep that in mind. You spend money doing dumb shit. Why not spend money investing in your business, bro? I feel like we get stingy when it comes to shit like this, but then we spend bags on shit when it comes to luxurious stuff, Louis Vuitton, this, that, the third. This is what's important. Just remember that. All right, let's talk Twitch discovery. Who here streams on Twitch? Okay, we know Twitch has no discovery. It's unfortunate. It's really challenging to get new people to see your content. Unless they're browsing on the huge tab with thousands of other streamers in your category, and then why pick yours?
Twitch
you can't put a thumbnail up there. It's very hard to get noticed. So it truly is non-existent. The way people get discovered on Twitch is through other platforms. If you're big on YouTube, especially if you're big on TikTok. Do we have anyone whose primary platform is TikTok? This is your opportunity. TikTok is the best way for new people to see your face. You're going to want to transfer those people over to your stream. So followers per hour is the only kind of relevant metric I've seen on Twitch. So just remember, like, you want people to follow. It's not a pointless metric. It's not an empty number. It's the only kind of relevant metric. I don't know how true it is because obviously I'm not an engineer, but many people have said that's how you end up right over here. If Twitch noticed a lot of new people is following your channel, they're way more likely, even if you're not being followed, to put you on the list of people over here, which means there's a form of discovery, even though it's very challenging, that exists. I would say like collabing, meeting people and stuff like that is super, super essential. This is as good as it gets, unfortunately. Maybe that changes one day, not right now. YouTube discovery. This is where the opportunity lies, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be honest with you. This really, you could do 10 classes on this and not completely tell the whole story. So it's not, I'm gonna be summarizing a lot, but watch time is king. I'm gonna give you some examples. So 2 recent videos I uploaded to my channel, most expensive Pokemon card opening. This is what I would call a low appeal video, right? Even the thumbnail kind of insinuates that it's a reaction more than an actual opening. Like, people are getting a quick snapshot. You're one of 50 videos on a page. You're competing for everybody's attention. They could only click one video. This one didn't perform all that well. It did 57,000 views. This one, on the other hand, my reactions tend to do really well. Part of YouTube is understanding your audience. Something that does well for me might not do well for Ash. It might do differently for the next person. So you have to understand what your audience likes. If you're not going back to see what performed well, you actually don't care about growing. I'm being honest. If you don't go in your analytics every few days to...
And I'm not going to lie to you, no chat. Agent is speaking 100% real right here. I have an issue of running away from the content that does good on my For You page because I see someone else do something. And I get interested, like, I can do it. It do good on my channel, but it does not do as good as I know when I post my sports content. Like me playing Madden for some reason, me playing, you know what I'm saying? For, like that shit actually hit on my page other than if I do my reactions to Cardi. My reactions to this. So like I really need to start paying attention to my analytics for real, and start like, gang, this works. Stop running away from your purpose. And this is the conversation I always have with myself and my parents as well.
Jalen.
Yeah.
What time do you work?
9.
See how your video's been performing, any adjustments you need to make. You don't care about growing, you just want to grow. What's that?
How you feel about like channel managers? Like,
It could work. It could work, especially if they have experience. But some channel managers are managing 8 channels. Then it's like a priority issue. And also, you just have to make sure they have experience. I think understanding appeal is super important. This is gonna sound a little harsh, but I want you to take this in a positive way. People don't really care. Even the way you consume content, people don't really care. Getting people to care is challenging. Getting people to care about you is challenging. Getting people to care about your idea is challenging. You have to create appeal. Streamer University has been getting marketed for like 5 months. He's been talking about this for 5 months. He's been giving us updates for 5 months. He's been hyping it up for 5 months. So when Streamer University happens, extreme appeal. The actual execution of it increased the appeal even more, okay? In comparison to an idea that flops. Understanding your audience, putting yourself in the shoes of your audience is essential to getting a good idea of what's gonna work. It's easy to find a crossover between what you like and what your audience likes. So many times I see people, oh, I don't wanna do that. And what? Nigga, I was uploading my GM videos for 4 years. You think that's the only thing I wanted to do? But that's what my audience needed at the time. I was able to make a pivot, there's strategy to that, into more general genres until I got a chance to just be as variety as possible. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys some numbers just to give you an idea. This was my Pokemon pack opening. If you don't know.
That's so real though. Like he said, he was stuck posting my GM videos. Sometimes, y'all, you gotta use your niche to get you where you want to be. Sometimes you have to use your niche to get you where you want to be. I have to go throw Jakey Ronaldo in here in this situation. Jakey Ronaldo is known for posting sports content. He has taken a step into the IRL streaming. Streamer University, got an opportunity to be at Streamer University and showcase that IRL streaming there. Him going to colleges, tours, and going to University of Colorado. You know what I'm saying? Like he's used his niche to get to him to where he truly wanted to be. And that's what a lot of content creators gotta figure out. And that's what I'm figuring out as well. Use your niche to get you where you want to be. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you really got to do that shit, man.
If you're not very familiar with these graphs, you don't care. And I don't mean that to be mean. I mean that to kind of be in your ass a little bit. You need to be very familiar with these graphs. You should see this and immediately know what it is. You should get that comfortable. After tonight, once you're done tomorrow, you should get in these graphs. YouTube is a good.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I be discovering a lot of stuff. YouTube is very, all right, very interesting. Key moments. Now this is an agent's cooking.
Tool. This audience retention is not good. Now, it's not good because it's 33% can mean anything, right? It depends on the length of the video. It depends on what channel it's uploaded to. It depends on the norms of that genre. There's a lot of variables. But for me and my channel, 33% is not good. Huge drop off. You can see like 30% of people left in the first 10 seconds of this. That means that the video is likely to perform bad because if people leave early, less watch time. Watch time is king. And then the other thumbnail you've seen, this was the reaction video. A lot lower lift. Keep in mind, the Pokemon video cost $1,000 to open the packs, right? This video was free. I was reacting to License being interviewed by Brandon Buckingham. This video is there's always gonna be some drops, but you see how it holds? So the audience retention, a lot stronger, 43%. Average view duration, 20 minutes on I think like 46-minute video. To me, that's a good audience retention. This was one of the higher performing reactions on my channel. And this was uploaded 3 days ago. I think it already has like 300,000 views. I see another hand. What's that?
If you make one type of content and you want to
content, what would you say is the best way to do that?
We could talk about that. The strategy to that is super complicated. The best thing you can do if you want to do different type of content is to see what everyone else did. Let me give you an example. Back when I was making my GM content, you guys know what my GM is? It's a game mode on NBA 2K. It's super niche.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. I feel like for me, for instance, like how he's saying you figure out how people making their way out. I like the sports theme. I feel like sports related content is who fwStick is and Jalen. I'm giving y'all my real name. You get what I'm saying? Like you gotta have alter egos with this with the content creation in my eyes. You gotta have your personality before you even got on the streaming shit, who you really are outside of the streaming, outside of the cameras, and who your identity is when you on social media. So I feel like if I try to hop into the IRL lane, it would have to be sports related content. You get what I'm saying? Like going to hoop, play basketball, showing me do this move.
It's the one where you manage different teams and trade players and stuff, right? The only person that was able to pivot at that time out of that community and do park stuff, because the community for the park content, you know what park is? Yeah. That community was way bigger, was a streamer, a content creator named Lost and Unbound. I studied everything the nigga did. Every video to the T, I watched everything he did to learn how he went from my GM to park, and I did it. So I was able to do the same thing. So part of it is just studying. There's people that have done it before you. The likelihood that you're the first one to do it is very low. So you should be researching what other people around you are doing. So this was the watch time a few months ago on the channel when it wasn't performing all that well. Sorry, this is not the pocket watching class. We blocked the revenue. So the watch time is 3.3 million. When you see that number, the first question you should ask is, how do I get that number up? To get people to watch longer videos, that's one strategy. Can you think of another strategy? Scum? Correct. Do more, higher frequency. Part of strategy is also uploading more. This is a clip channel. The more I upload, the higher the watch time. The higher the watch time. So this is the
More you upload, higher the watch time. Never thought about it like that. The more you upload, higher watch time. Like, think about it. Real shit, though. Real shit. Like, everything I fucking love, bro. Imagine if you can really go to school for something that you're really interested in. You get what I'm saying? Now, I feel like you're saying it's going to be a hell of enrollment now. People going to want to, you know what I'm saying, do this. Right? Content creation wise. But imagine if you can really go to school and it's something that you really intrigued and something that you're really interested in. I'm dead ass taking notes because this is valuable information for myself. When I was in school, I didn't give a fuck about the information I was learning because I'm not going to use this shit. But I'm actually taking notes in this Asian class because this is valuable information that all content creators need to see. This is how you really make money on the internet shit. None of this fake ass shit, bro. You really breaking this shit down and giving the tips that I thought, but I need to hear again from somebody else that's really doing the same shit I'm doing.
To the channel to optimize the content, and in a month's time, the watch time is looking like this. The average views per video is up significantly. The audience retention is up significantly. People are caring about the content a lot more. So I'm showing you to say 3.3 to 3.8 is not gonna blow nobody's socks off, but it was $20,000 more. You get what I mean? So like, don't think about it.
I didn't
like,
hear you.
Oh, it's
your shit cut up. Like your shit lagging when you
a
speaking.
marginal improvement. It's a very, very big improvement. It's a very big improvement. If you can make those month over month, imagine where you'll be in a year.
Wait, how did you systematically do that though?
We uploaded more. We started doing recaps in the videos that were way higher appeal. So this is a whole different ballpark of trying to retain people's attention once they click on the video. We just made the videos way more interesting to watch for people that watch the content and for people that don't know me and just watching for the first time. We also focus more on converting subscribers for people that watch. We did that with the outro, and we did that with lower thirds, and we did that with better overall audience retention in the video. So that's a whole nother talk, but there's a lot of strategy that goes into that as well. Right now, when it comes to creating content, TikTok is king. The only reason people don't think this is because you can't make that much money off TikTok, which is true. But you don't need to make that much money off TikTok. You need people to learn who you are on TikTok. All right? You're gonna
Facts. TikTok is one of the most important apps I can say. My face on TikTok, you know what I'm saying, kind of whole, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't say whole weight, but on my main account, my fwStick view, I say I look like Cardi, so you know what I'm saying, I get put in the Cardi category. Let's go ahead and just say that. So like your face being seen on TikTok is very important. Very important. Very important.
You're gonna funnel those people to the platforms you can make money, YouTube and Twitch. The larger you can get on TikTok, the easier it's gonna be for you to tell your audience to go to other platforms. One content creator I want y'all to study is Jinxie. Jinxie posts on TikTok all the time, and he finds sneaky ways to mention his stream or tell people to go to his stream in the middle of his shit all the time. Look for it. Like, don't see it as a viewer, see it as a content creator trying to learn. He is one of the best strategists. I don't even know if he does it strategically. He might just be doing it because he enjoys it, but he'll do like funny motivational stuff on TikTok. He'll go play golf or funny shit on TikTok. He'll do content and he'll mix in a reminder to go to where he wants them, his stream. I also mean TikTok is king because TikTok Live is now very, very powerful. If you say nigga, you will be blacklisted. If you don't say nigga, you should be streaming on TikTok the same time you stream on Twitch every single time. I'm being serious. To all my people that
Dead ass. All small streamers, you should be streaming on like I'm learning this myself too, because this is stuff that I'm actually doing, and I'm seeing that it's helping me get a little follow base. I may not have nobody in my Twitch stream because the kind of algorithm is kind of all over the place where you kind of don't get put in that discovery. So when I go live on TikTok, you see you get your 5 viewers. Oh, you cool as hell, bro. Oh, I'm live on Twitch. Make sure I go tap in that fwStick. Like Agent is saying, you're getting that funnel of people leaving that one app to get them on the app that you really want them on to make your money. And I can actually say it works. You know what I'm saying? I didn't hit 1,000 followers and now I'm at 12,000. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just.
I don't say nigga, put your hands up. Yes, if they say nigga, the TikTok is gonna see that as hate speech, and your account will get shadow banned. It'll get guaranteed. So the reason I
ain't gonna lie, he just taught me a lot. I ain't gonna lie, I have to stop saying. That's probably why, bro, my TikTok videos do not do what they gotta do. I have a problem with saying nigga. TikTok, stop doing that shit, bro. Listen, hear me out. Nigga is not a bad word. Like, it really is part of my vocab. This shit is a noun. Person, place, or thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not hurting nobody's feelings. It's 2025. We're not hurting nobody's feelings. It's just how I'm expressing myself with my person, place, or things. Like, come on, TikTok. Like, I knew it was something, bro. I knew it. I knew it, bro. That's why. Really, TikTok? Y'all clipping us for saying nigga, bro. I'm seeing it, bro. I'm seeing it. That's wild, bro.
Just so you ask, you might be wondering why I didn't mention YouTube. If you deal in copyrighted stuff, you react to sports, you react to music, you play games that have music, and you can't turn it off, streaming on YouTube becomes a lot more challenging. If your content's simpler, if you're a gamer in here, and most of your content is gaming, can I see some hands? All right, y'all opportunity is on YouTube. I should mention that. Co-streaming on YouTube is big because YouTube has discovery for the live and it has good monetization. There's a good video I'm gonna recommend y'all. Moist Critical uploaded showing the revenue difference between YouTube and Twitch. You can stand to make a lot more on YouTube if your content can fit what that platform wants. For me, it doesn't, so I don't know that much about it.
I just want to say, from personal experience, I stream on YouTube, or sorry, I stream on Twitch, I post on YouTube. but none of my Twitch streams become YouTube stuff. So I made a live channel like you're talking about.
Yep.
And it makes way more than my Twitch, like 5 times.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That might change the more your ads go up on Twitch. The more your ads go up on Twitch, it might be the case that your Twitch will make more than YouTube, but it depends on the streamer. Hold on, let's make it through a little bit more of the class before we answer questions. Ideas, okay? Yo, I mean this in the nicest way possible. If you're struggling with ideas, you're gonna have a very tough time being a content creator. You guys are all very creative. Just because, nigga, I spend 3 times a week brainstorming ideas for hours. I have my strategies. Personally, I like to go on drives and play the Brain Food playlist on Spotify. Sometimes I'll lay in my bed, do my Wim Hof breathing strategies, and just brainstorm. It really depends on what you're into. Like, I have my preferences. You should be brainstorming all the time. I mean, all the time. At night, after every stream, me and my team talk. We talk ideas, we talk what's tomorrow, we talk what's next week. You should be brainstorming so much you have thousands of ideas. I'm not exaggerating. I leave my ideas on a notes, and then on each of my notes, I'll have like, oh, Saturday, I'm opening Pokemons, I got reacts, and then I'm working on the backyard. We're doing some construction to the backyard. Sunday, we were supposed to bury a TV with Ray, and then we mounted Ray's TV. Monday, we got a slow-mo cam coming to the house, we got confessions, we got whatever. So this is what I do. So if you guys watch Kai's streams, you know he has a big whiteboard. He likes to put his ideas on a whiteboard. I'm saying that to say, you could have whatever strategy you fucking want, it just depends on you, but make sure it works for you. You're gonna have an idea.
Facts, chat. He's not lying. Chat, he is not lying on what he is saying right now. On my whiteboard, I do have, hold on. He's not lying. He's not lying. I don't want. All right, we back. On my whiteboard, I do have his name up here. Hold on, I gotta rewrite. I fucking had a error, a spelling error. But on my whiteboard, I do have fucking Agent. Oh, I can't even see it. Agent, Agent class and DDG class to watch that from our stream.
And the next person's gonna do it before you. That's tough. It happens. That's tough. It happens. So when you have ideas and you're passionate about it, jump on the idea, man. Don't wait so long before jumping on the idea. There's so many content creators that might jump to it before you, and you should be the first.
How do you get the creative drive to come up with an idea?
You should just always be doing it. You don't even need to feel creatively inspired. You should be like, oh, damn, at 10, I'm brainstorming, you know? For me personally, I like brainstorming with people. Sometimes I'll invite Caleb and Chris into the room and they don't talk, I just yap. And eventually my yap will trigger an idea from them, or I'll come up with an idea. That's actually the number one way I come up with ideas. That's how I came up with the Pokemon Go Marathon, which I'm doing in a few weeks. I'm really excited for. So yeah, very excited for that. So I'm saying that to say you can come up with whatever. You can have an app that helps you organize shit if you want to. For me, my phone is easy. It's accessible. This is what I do. I'm gonna show you guys some examples of streamers, just so you guys can do the same when you go home. Queso is amazing, bro. Queso started on TikTok. He blew up on NBA 2K content. His personality was so vibrant, his character was so appealing that he was quickly able to transition that to streaming. He took that TikTok audience, as we were talking about, and he was able to transition it into streaming. And then he was able to take that streaming audience and transition that to the YouTube. He uploads every day, 600K, 800K, 600K. He's crushing it. If he's not making like $1 million a month, I don't know who the fuck is, bro. But you wouldn't think it though, because sometimes he's not in drama all the time. If you don't watch a lot of gaming content, if you're a gamer and you're not watching what Queso's doing, you're not trying. I mean that with the bottom of my heart. He is operating at such a high level and he does it so genuinely, bro. I watch his streams all the time, sometimes to learn, sometimes because he's hilarious. I also want to say something that's kind of important here. And it's like, It's something that a lot of people wouldn't consider a science, but it's his face card. Do you see the thumbnails?
Yes.
You could spot this nigga face from anywhere. You get what I'm saying? He puts his face on everything. It's so much easier for him. Maybe like his face is easily visible in every thumbnail. If you're on TikTok and you see his face, you know that's queso. People seeing your face and that meaning something to them is very important. When they see Ash's face and they know, oh, he does this type of content, what do you want to be known for? Your face should immediately translate to the general audience as something you want to be known for. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes you're not in control of that. All right, Canel, this is a little bit of a alternate pick. Canel did something really interesting most people didn't realize. This is his second channel, Eugene Dingleberry, okay? Most people grow their Twitch on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts, on Instagram Reels, the short form. He's growing it through YouTube, which is very, very interesting. He's pulling hundreds of thousands of videos per 100,000 views per video on stream clips on his second channel that he's trying to convert over to the Twitch. I think this mode is a little less efficient than TikTok. That's why I think TikTok's king, but it's another way to do it. If you're primary on YouTube, the opportunity is there too. Any platform with discovery means you could be discovered, but then you could also have the power to send them in different directions, different platforms, stuff like that. Canel did a really good job. I feel like he's a very underrated content creator, and he's the one, I really wish he made it here because I feel like he's one of the people that his content is way better than what people are currently giving him.
No, actually, he actually does good content. That actually is one content creator, I would say, Canel, that actually, like, you see a different idea every stream. It's something different every stream. And I have to throw another nigga, like, I ain't gonna lie, I be watching niggas, like Agent say, sometimes you gotta sit back and analyze and watch niggas, bro. Another nigga that's cool with Canel, that nigga, Playboy Max Clone, Don? Bro, there's I be like baffled with my own fucking head. Like, bro, gang, how the fuck do you come up with an idea every day? Every day I go on Instagram, bro, I see a new idea that's gonna be streamed later on the day, and I'm gonna see that shit as soon as I get home from work. Dead ass. You get what I'm saying? So it's like content creators, you gotta keep coming with ideas, bro. And like I said, I'm still trying to figure out my own lane and my new stuff that I'm trying to do. And it's coming. I've been brainstorming. So like, I think this is a very great video in which I know I needed to hear right now and where I'm trying to take my content in the direction in right now. So this is Agent Bro, nigga, I got an A+ gang.
So shout out to Canel. Ludwig. Ludwig is a really, really interesting case. I was just in a tournament with Ludwig, and he drafted the worst possible team. We got fucking skunked 2 days ago. But he's a great guy, though. He does YouTube-focused streams. He'll spark his stream, mid-stream, start a YouTube video. Hey, guys, welcome to YouTube video. Today, this is a generic intro. His is going to be a lot more optimized. But you see the thumbnail. Every part of this thumbnail is by design. This nigga is a master of packaging. He's a master of titling, he's a master of thumbnail, and he does a great job at cross-pollinating his YouTube and his Twitch. He had a YouTube deal for a while where he streamed on YouTube exclusively, and now he co-streams. So he's an example of somebody, including Jinxie, that co-streams, right?
Do you see my content is brain rot?
Say it again?
Do you see my content is brain rot?
Is your content brain rot? A little bit, yeah. Yeah. I really recommend you guys watch Ludwig because I think he's very intelligent. And he's a very good entertainer, bro. He understands the art of entertaining. He does a great job of putting together high appeal events that bring a lot of attention to him. And he challenges himself to a lot of marathons and interesting content. He has a very unique community, and it's hard to find communities like that. If you guys haven't already, please take a look at Ludwig's channel. He's one to study. He's one person you're gonna want to study. Viewers POV, this is important because as a content creator, sometimes you're so caught up in what you want and your passions that you sometimes lose sight of what people want. So just because you want to do something doesn't mean it's the right thing to do, right? If you guys play game shit, can we get some hands in the sky? You stream games at all? All right, what type of games do y'all stream? Scum?
Horror games, sports, wagers,
Yep.
stuff like that.
What type of games do you stream?
Usually it's shooters.
Shooters?
Like, Overwatch, Marvel Rivals.
Okay, so let's do an example here. If you switched it up and played League of Legends because you wanted to, that's your right as a streamer. But it's their right to not give a fuck. You get what I'm saying? So you could do it. Some people don't care. They'll do whatever they want. But in terms of good strategy, think about your audience. Like, they're gonna be like, damn, they watch because it's you, some of them. But it's like, nigga, I know I don't want to watch League of Legends. You know, even if it's my favorite person doing it. So just understand, put yourself in your viewers, your average viewer's POV.
Well, I do have a question because I actually have been moving away from that.
That's it. Let me write this. I gotta write this shit down. This is something to hold up. Yeah, viewers POV. Gotta write, how would you feel? I write notes how I will understand it. How viewers feel VOP. How would you feel?
After doing the same thing for like 2 years now, so I'm glad that you said that. What do you think is like the best way to like transition your old community into something new? Just to like.
It depends on what the new thing is and how different it is from what you're currently doing.
Okay.
You know, like if you're a COD person, transitioning to GTA 6 when it comes out will be pretty easy. They're both really casual games that casual gamers play. But if you're a COD person transitioning to fucking NBA, actually 2K might not be too bad neither because a lot of 2K players play COD. FIFA, then you're gonna lose some people. So just understand where your audience is. Even for my agency, I love y'all niggas, but there's certain games y'all not gonna watch me play, bro. Friends, this is very important. My mom used to tell me this all the time and I took it for granted. And now it's honestly the most true thing I've ever heard. Yo, bro, if you're around a bunch of losers, you're gonna lose. I don't know how else to explain it. Dead ass. You're gonna leave here, you're gonna go back to whatever city you're from, and you're gonna be around people. If those people aren't on the same pursuit as you, they don't have to be streamers. I mean like taking life serious. Like if they're not trying to try, bro, you will match that energy, I'm telling you. And operators, people that are winning don't wanna be around that. You are actively repelling away the energy that you're trying to attract. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Back when I wasn't making any money off streaming YouTube, nothing, 7 years I did this, $0, bro. Out of love, I just enjoyed it. I would still be doing it, obviously part-time, but out of love if I wasn't here with this opportunity. But I had friends. We used to get on Skype, RIP Skype in the chat. RIP Skype.
Niggas
We used to be on Skype, we used to
days.
talk to each other every day. Every day we would hop in a Skype call, I would mute and say, yo, I'm about to record a video. Boom, I record a video, I'll come back to the Skype call, play 2K with the guys, grind my players, shit like that. I was a 2K content creator. I was in my bag with people that was in their bag. You get what I'm saying? You could be around whoever you want to, bro, but you'll go in whatever direction they're going in. So make sure you want to go where they're going, bro. Okay, I want to do something special, all right? So some brands, I did a sponsorship in my pocket watching class with Weeble, and they loved it. But then other brands saw that, and they were like, bro, how can we get involved and help some small streamers? So can we put hands up if you've never done a brand deal before? I'm gonna have you guys stay after class because Dropticks, Bays, and Moon Oral Beauty wanna be your first brand deal. Obviously not the easiest decision to make, you feel me? Because it's not much time to do it, and there's only 3 brand deals to go around. Shout out to these brands, man. Dropticks, Bays, and Moon Oral Beauty. I'm not getting paid from this. They just seen people receiving help. There's been so much wholesome vibes, and I want to keep it going, bro. They're willing to offer $5,000 to 3 different streamers to do their first ever brand deal, okay? So I mulled it over with the chat, and the decision was Esty, Coach, and Kai. Can you please come to the front of the class? Congrats. 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 W, Coach. So look.
That's fine.
So look.